Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to look better than other guys and stand out in the best way with a focus here on style and fashion. These are easy things you can incorporate and keep in mind to instantly elevate your outfits and look better. No matter your personal style, body type, or age demographic, these tips and versatile items can work for you. Now, some of these are items that I recommend to you guys pretty often, but I wanted to go a step further here and explain the versatility and appeal of each item, and more specifically why it will look great on you and how it can make you look better. And because this is from my perspective, I'll also share the added bonus of why women like these items too. Okay, the first thing that's going to make you look better, and dare I say, better than most other guys, is adding layers. This is such an easy way to take your outfits from boring and basic to unique and stylish. Utilizing layers in your outfit instantly gives you dimension and makes your clothes look more interesting, especially if you gravitate towards basics and rather simple pieces of clothing. Layers are a fantastic way to show that you have good taste and create a whole new look. It's also a great way to get added versatility out of your wardrobe, which I personally love and always recommend to you guys. In the summer, when it's maybe too hot for a true jacket, an example here of how to add layers would be to wear a white t-shirt under a linen button-down with the sleeves rolled up. Adding that linen button-down on top of the white t-shirt gives your outfit a completely different look than the solid t-shirt would standing alone, or even the linen button-down on its own. If it's really hot, you could also go for a white tank under a short sleeve Cuban collar or something similar. Again, these are just examples that I'm throwing out to sort of paint the picture for you. You don't have to do exactly what I'm saying. But there's also something called the 5-point rule, which is basically that your outfit should have 5 components. Now, this won't always be necessary or apply to what you're wearing, but it can be a helpful point to start at, especially if your clothes are just solid colors with no texture or pattern. Adding those little extra things in can be really helpful for adding dimension and giving them a little bit of a personal flair. So an example here could be a pair of shorts above the knee, a white t-shirt, maybe a flowy button-up on top, a watch, and a pair of sunglasses. This is easy peasy and way more interesting than if you just wore plain shorts and a plain t-shirt. The next thing that's going to make you look better is upgrading your shoes. This might ruffle some feathers, but hear me out. It is time to upgrade your shoes. Shoes can make or break an outfit, and this could be the thing that is making you give off frat bro versus distinguished gentleman. Well-maintained shoes reflect attention to detail and personal grooming, which are often associated with a higher level of sophistication and style. So whether your shoe style is just outdated or you've quite literally run them into the ground and they're hanging on by a thread, upgrade your shoes and you will see an immediate improvement in your outfits. This one is really going to depend on where you live and what your style is, but I do think there are a lot of shoes for men out there that either give off a very juvenile look or a look that is just too mature. So instead of a pair of Hey Dudes that make you look like you've given up on your life, go for a nice leather loafer instead. Instead of a pair of running shoes with all your nice outfits, go for an elevated leather sneaker. And while we're here, stop wearing running shoes with outfits that aren't athleisure, and bada bing, you already look better than probably 60 to 70% of other guys. This is such a common mistake I see men make that throws off the look of an entire outfit. The shoes that you wear to go for a run or go to the gym shouldn't be the sneakers you wear with your nice outfit on, say, something like a first date. I have been recommending Thursday Boot Company to you guys for years at this point, so it is no surprise how excited I am that this video is sponsored by none other than Thursday Boot Company. Now, you guys know the white sneaker is my favorite and is always my top recommendation. There are so many outfits you could wear these with, and there is truly not a sneaker more versatile than these. These are made with high quality materials, the best sneaker construction methods, premium leathers, clean designs, and they're comfortable right out of the box, all at a price point you won't see anywhere else for this type of high quality sneaker. This one is the Premier Low Top sneaker, and then this one is the Encore sneaker, which features everything we love about Thursday's Premier Low Top sneaker collection. The Encore just has more of a minimalist look with new heel tabs, side panel stitching, and then blind eyelets for the laces. The Thursday team believes in offering the highest quality products at the lowest sustainable markups possible. So click the link below down in the description and get yourself a great pair of premium sneakers at a great price point with free shipping and returns today. And you guys, these are going to look so much better with your nice outfits than wearing your running shoes. So stop doing that and get yourself a nice high quality pair of smart sneakers. The next thing here that's going to make you look a heck of a lot better is following the rule of thirds. This is really just about understanding proportions and how to use clothing to your advantage. This is going to completely change the way that you look at your outfits and will make them so much more visually appealing. The proportions of your clothing can either elongate or shorten the body. This is why following the rule of thirds can be helpful. Essentially, you want your shirt to be 1/3 of your body and then your pants to be 2/3. I'll show some examples here to make it a little bit easier for you. I know me showing you my outfit as I'm sitting down in a chair and a woman is probably not helping you very much. If you're wearing something like a long baggy shirt, this is going to make your legs appear shorter, reducing your perceived height. The height of your pant waist can make a difference here as well, so wearing trousers with a higher waist paired with a shorter jacket can make your legs appear longer and create the appearance of added height. It's also just going to look much more interesting visually than wearing, say, a shirt that takes up half your body and then pants that take up half your body and sort of having a 50-50 split. Sometimes that looks okay and there's nothing wrong with it, but if you want your outfits to look better, which is the point of this video, I think following the rule of thirds can be really helpful, especially if you're going to be adding on layers. If your base layer follows the rule of thirds and then say you add on a longer wool coat or some sort of jacket, it will make your entire outfit look more visually appealing. I could honestly probably make an entire video about proportions and how this can help you. I did a video not too long ago about how to appear taller, and I talked about proportions quite a bit in that video as well, and just some things that you can do to make clothing work in your favor and use it to your advantage instead of it doing the opposite. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already as well. I think that could be really helpful. The next thing that you can do to instantly look better is to roll your sleeves up. A crisp button down with the sleeves rolled up. And you have absolutely heard me say this before if you've seen any of my fashion videos. But the rolled up sleeves are really the secret sauce for this one. Roll those sleeves up, show a little bit of your forearm. This just gives off a sense of casual confidence and a willingness to get things done. A bit of a hands-on attitude, like pushing up your sleeves, ready to go. It just makes you look effortlessly cool and relaxed. I love it. I know so many other women love it as well. And the rolled up sleeve looks even better if you're wearing my next point here, which is a watch. Now, I stand firm on the statement that every single man looks good with a watch on and looks better with a watch on. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your personal style is or what size wrist you have. A watch simply looks good on anyone except an Apple Watch. Those don't count, and unfortunately, they are the watch that I see the most out in the wild. So if you are a guy who's not wearing an Apple Watch and you're actually wearing a real watch, you're instantly winning. And while we're here, let me also just say this. If you're a man who wears an Apple Watch with your suits, straight to jail, you look like a spy kid, get yourself a real watch and take that crap off, all right? Tough love from me today, but I had to say it. A watch is by far my favorite accessory for men, and I know so many other women think the same. Every time I get on my Instagram story and I do a poll or a Q&A or something like that asking women for their opinion, this is always one of my #1 submitted responses. It's just a classy accessory that makes you look sophisticated and more put together. Who knew such a small detail could pack such a punch? It's also a great way to add a little something extra to your outfit without overdoing it, especially if you're not really into accessories. The next thing that's going to make you look so much better is to dial in your fit. Knowing your body type will help you find clothes that are actually flattering on you. In addition to that, knowing your correct measurements and wearing clothes that actually fit you properly. As I always say, and I've been saying since the beginning of my time here on YouTube, fit is everything. Well-fitted clothes will flatter your body shape and enhance your overall look. They can accentuate your best features and create a more streamlined and proportional appearance. Now, by well-fitted, I don't necessarily mean clothing that clings to you or that is super tight to your body. I mean clothing that fits properly for the style of the item and also on your body specifically. When garments drape and hang correctly without excess fabric or sagging, or on the flip side, without puckering or stretching from being too tight, they're going to appear more refined and well-made. And they're going to make you and your body look better in the process as well. So to wrap this one up here, I know I covered a few different things, but know your body type, know your measurements, and understand the way that you like your clothes to fit that accentuate those things. You know, you could have very nice clothing, but if it doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to look as good as it could. Wearing clothing that doesn't fit properly is a mistake that I see so many men make, and they would look instantly better if they wore clothes that worked with their body type and worked to their advantage and enhanced their features and shape instead of doing the opposite. Wear clothes that work in your favor, not against you. Okay, the next tip I have for you that will make you look better is to find your style, or another term I like to use for this is to sort of find your uniform in a way. This might depend on what you do for a living, what your personal style is, where you live in the world. My uniform sort of changes with the seasons, but I generally know the pieces I need to build an outfit that works for my everyday lifestyle, my personal style, and my body type. Finding your style or your uniform makes it so much less complicated to put an outfit together. You don't need to overthink it or complicate things. Find what you like to wear and what is practical for you and your lifestyle. Understanding what you like and developing a uniform around that will help you find what your style is and be able to dress in a way that best represents you. Your style can be a reflection of your personality and interests. And by finding your style, you can express yourself more confidently and authentically, keeping in mind the practicality too, of course. This can help you build a timeless wardrobe that will serve you well for years to come. It can also save you a ton of time and money by avoiding trends that might quickly go out of style or that just don't work for you. I think when it comes to finding your style, a lot of guys feel like they need to sort of reinvent the wheel or do something very out there or quirky, and it doesn't always need to be that way. This does not need to be complicated. You guys can let me know if you'd be interested, but I could do a video on sort of how to find your style and tips that I would give guys if I was working with them, say one-on-one. I think it's a bit too much for me to include in this video specifically, but if you guys want to see that, I can try to help you down in the comments, or I can just plan to make a dedicated video about it if enough of you guys would want to see that. I think it could be helpful, and off the top of my head, I can certainly think of things that I wish I knew when I was sort of going through this myself. So let me know if you guys would want to see that down in the comments. But ultimately, finding your style is going to make you look better because it's going to be authentic, it's going to represent you, you're going to feel more confident, more comfortable, and overall just better about the way that you're showing up to the world. So a win-win all around. And the next thing here that's going to make you look so much better is to take proper care of your clothing. So many guys aren't doing this, and it shows. Taking proper care of your clothing and doing things like steaming or ironing will help create a much more polished and put together appearance. Things like wrinkles and creases can make even the most expensive garments look sloppy and unkempt. I'm excluding linen from this conversation because that's the only thing you can wear with wrinkles that's socially acceptable and doesn't count. But you should always pay close attention to the care label that's located inside your garment to make sure that you're doing things correctly. This is going to help you get the most life out of your item and also ensure that it remains in tip-top condition and looking its best. Taking care of your clothes properly and steaming or ironing when necessary can help achieve a more crisp and smooth look that's often associated with well-maintained and high-quality attire, even if it isn't necessarily. And also, don't forget about a lint roller if you have pets. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a fluffy white ragdoll cat who is cute as can be, but she wreaks havoc on my clothing. So a lint roller is a must. This attention to detail is going to signal a sense of care and refinement, which will enhance the overall impression of sophistication, elegance, and really just make you look better. And if that wasn't enough, properly pressed clothes tend to drape so much better on the body, which will ultimately highlight the garment's design and quality materials and make you look better in the process as well. That is all I have for how to look better than other guys and things that women notice. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. Let me know some other things you think down in the comments that maybe I missed. Would love to hear your own personal experiences. I know in this video I really only talked about things related to style and fashion, but your points and suggestions can be outside of that topic as well. Would love to hear from you guys down below. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.